Good morning. Hi. Okay, I'm trying to get my tree in there. So, as you can see, Master Mercedes is behind me. And hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, fun day. Anyway, so, and my phone is going off once again. Here we go. Oh, look at my tree. I'm trying to get my tree in. Okay, let's do it like that. I try to put Master Mercedes behind me so everyone can see. Get the book. It's at Amazon. I'm Katrina, the author of the book Krave. I hope everyone is doing well. Happy Sunday. Are we counting down to Christmas? I hope so. Anyway, so I'm looking at something here. Okay. I'm turning this on, sorry. Anyway, happy Sunday. Morning, Sunday morning coffee with Krave. Here we go. So today, as we know, we're counting down to Christmas. I changed my little location in the house a little bit. I wanted to be comfortable sitting down, so I'm really comfortable sitting in this chair. So Christmas is coming, and so I'm going to do just to let y'all know I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas for my husband. Started on Sunday. He don't know what it is. Well, he'll know when he watches live, but he don't know what it is. I'm doing the 12 days of Christmas. It's something small, but you know, cozy, not too much, you know. So we'll see. I got my Christmas shirt on. You see that? Let's see if I can get that going. There we go. I'm in my holiday era. Yes. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about uh, a Christmas wish. Like, what is your Christmas wish? Like, do we have a Christmas wish? I have a Christmas wish. Okay. So, of course, I have several, like, not to be really greedy, but I have several. Um, my main thing is to be happy, healthy, healthy, happy. You know, um, no one can make you happy. I think that's something that's within, that's just my opinion. That's within you to be happy. No one can make you happy. So if things around you are not making you happy, then I think you should change it. I'm thinking. Did I put these on? The glare is still on there. I see it. I can't with these glasses. All right, so let's try it without the glasses for a while. Switching. So being happy is a choice. Like me, I love the holidays. And everybody who know me know I love the holidays. I love decorating, all that. I'm actually thinking about keeping my tree up for Valentine's Day, the small one, and decorating it with, Valentine's Day stuff. We'll see. So, yeah. But, and if you have people around you when you're trying to be happy and they're not happy, I think you should remove yourself from that situation. I'm just saying, being happy is a choice. Anyway, so my Christmas wish is to be healthy. I mean, healthy, healthy. You know, uh, a lot of people wish for wealth, but I think being healthy is wealth. I think that's very important to be healthy. And then if you're healthy, you can go make the money to be wealthy. I'm just saying, because you got so many people who woke up in the hospital this morning, their limbs or whatever the case may be. You should be thankful that, you woke up and everything is functioning. So, like I said in my last live, the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is thank God for waking you up because He didn't have to, you know. And you're healthy. I want to stay healthy. That's one of my prayers that I'm healthy and strong and be able to take care of the people I love. Because if I'm not healthy and strong, how can I take care? So that's one of the things we should look at more, the health, wishing for great things. Uh, I do wish to be on the New York Times bestseller. Uh, how I pray for that. That'll be so amazing. That's a hell of a Christmas wish. Okay. Hey, so wish that for me that I make it to New York Times bestsellers list because I think definitely the doors will open for me, and um, that'll be something that will be life changing for my husband and I. So definitely, and my team, Nisha. So that would be something. Oh my God, that would be so wonderful. It would be so wonderful. But also too, when you wish for good health, you have to participate in that too. Because God will help you, but he got to see that you're helping yourself. And I also think good with good wealth, he got to see you put the work in. Like you got to be out there grinding and I think doors will open. And sometimes I'm gonna tell you, I get a lot of no's when I um try to participate in certain things or whatever, and but I get some yeses too. And sometimes I don't always take the yeses because I'm not going to just take anything. So that's like kind of different too. But yeah, so being, I don't know. I just want to be thankful for everything I have. I'm thankful for my husband, my home, my job. I go to this place every day. I'm still thankful for that, and just loving life. I think we should love life. So, like, what would be the ideal Christmas wish besides those? For me, I think I would love to stay in Italy for a month. Okay, a month. That means you know how grown you got to be to do that, and how long your money is to do that. 1 month in a private house with a butler. Ah, I would love that. What? You want to tell me nothing, honey? Yes, yes. You would not tell me anything because I would think shit for that whole month. Oh my goodness. That would be so life changing to do something like that. You imagine how much writing I can do in Italy in a private house. It would be just my husband and I. And I guess my Misha, and she can bring whoever she wants to bring. But yeah, I think that would be so life changing. Oh my God. You know, so we should also, you know, wish for good things far as our spouse. You know, um, you want to wish them good health too, because you want them around because you need somebody to play cards with when you're 75. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Uno. He always act like he don't want to play Uno, but I'm drinking iced coffee today. So I have a straw. Um, so yeah, so good health and I seen this uh lady on IG and she was like she wanted to do what did she want for Christmas? I'm sorry. She wanted for Christmas, she said she wanted a husband. Let me tell you about prayer. When you pray, you gotta watch how you pray that prayer. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you can pray for a husband, but if you don't pray correctly, you're gonna get that husband. Then he might be a woman beater, he might be a taker, he might be a bum, but he your husband. So you better watch how you pray for him. I think one of the prayers that we should do, well, even with the Sierra prayer, I don't know what that was or how she prayed it or whatever the case was, but it damn sure worked out, honey. But anyway, but I think that when you pray for a man, don't just pray for a man, pray for a good man. You want to pray for a man that's good to his mother. Because if he's good to his mother, he'll be good to you. And these are facts. If you got a man out here who disrespects his mother, sweetheart, he will disrespect you. If you have a man who will let you talk to his mother any kind of way, that is not a good man because he don't respect his mother, and eventually he's going to talk to you that kind of way. It might be days, it might be years, it might be 15 years, it might be 20 years. I don't know. But a man that respects his mother is a good man. Do you understand what I'm saying? So watch how a man treat his mother, and you'll see how he'll treat you. And these are facts. I think every gentleman, and I always been in long-term relationships, so there's only like 4 of them, but um, yeah, I was alone a lot. It's okay. All good. Anyway, so I think the gentleman, um, you know, they were all good to their mother. I would have to say. Nobody was disrespectful to their mom. But then again, it's the company you keep, the atmosphere, all that plays a part too, and what you attract. That's what I'm trying to say. So, so definitely be careful about what you pray for. And a wife too. You know, I think some people don't realize that when you get married, if you say you want a husband or you want a wife, do you want a wife or do you want to get married? It's a difference because you can say you want to get married and I'm married, but are you a wife? It's a difference. Being married, I'm married, whatever, I don't do shit. I live around the house and he can get out my face. But a wife, his clothes is ready, his dinner is cooked, getting him prepared and mentally ready for the next day to go to work and make the money. That's a wife. She takes care of the home. She let him know what needs to be fixed in the home. That's a wife. Not you laying around watching TV trying to find out who the father is. You understand me? Same thing for a husband. You can't be sitting there playing the game while she going to work. So you just a husband. Your husband. No, I'm sorry. You're just married. You're not a husband. Well, first of all, I love a 401k. That means you have to work. Let's run them down. Suit and tie, office job, investment banker, ooh, state trooper, CIA, FBI, New York City finest. You know, let's see, a lawyer. Ooh, here's a good one. A doctor. Yes. 401k, honey. So you're not going to sit around and say you're married and not be a provider. Do not marry someone who plays the game. Unless this man plays the game and he bringing in a check with 3 commas in it, don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Be careful be careful of your wish of being married. Who you marry plays a big part. You're not living off my 401k. If I go to work every day and you don't work and we're together, my 401k, 401k, my 401 will not go to you. I'm so sorry. And certain jobs, you can't even pull money out of your 401k unless you get your husband's permission. So that means, guess what? Be like, Usher, I'm about to get them papers. Yeah, that means I'll divorce you. So you don't get my 401k. I'll set it up with somebody else who will get my 401k. I don't know what my child. These children out here acting funny and shady. But that's another topic for another day. I ain't gonna touch on that. Anyway, not only children, but all kinds of children that's related to you. Nisha, clock it. Did I do it right, Nisha? Anyway, stop. Okay, so anyway, so just be careful. Don't just want to get married, be a wife. Don't just get married, be a husband. You know, lay around. because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not being with nobody that lays around all day and you think you're gonna eat off my money. That's not happening. I really believe when you're married, you should not be working as hard. Now, if you building and y'all about to go through something that's life changing and y'all about to get it, that's something totally different. We grinding, we hustling. One word, hustle. Bottom line. But if I'm hustling by myself and I gotta turn the camera on and watch you to see what you're doing at home, you gotta go. Pack up your Charlie Brown book bag, tie up your shoes, and go. Because don't nobody have time for that. So we gotta watch our Christmas wishes. Like, what do we want? And and she was like, she wanted to be married, but she wanted to be married, but does she know what comes with being married? Marriage is hard. Marriage is communication. Marriage is, trying not to get on each other's nerves. And I really believe when you're married, you should not spend 24 freaking hours together. Because where is your miss you time? You don't have miss you time. There's no way on God's green earth that I could be in a relationship with somebody and I'm looking at you 24/7. Because then I think this is what happens. I could be wrong. But then it's like, I can't stand the way he shoot. What the was I thinking? I mean, it's just little things you just never know. So I think the miss you time is best. Like seriously. Okay. Like if I don't talk to my husband all day, he at work, if I look at that clock, let me see. Oh, 5:46. He not pulling that carport. I'm calling. Well, well, well. Mr. G, where you at? You understand me? Miss you time. That runs out. All right, certain times supposed to be home. All right, where you at, yo? So, you know. So just be careful with your wishes and I hope everybody gets whatever they want for Christmas. Um, I don't know. New Year's resolution. I think I'm gonna do a thing on that. Um, I have one. I'm not gonna say it till a couple weeks. Um, but I'll be in New York on Wednesday. So I'll be going live from New York City, which is cool. Um, but yeah, so I want everybody to have a wonderful Christmas and think about what your wish. And I think you should put that wish in the universe. Go outside at night when you can see, because you might catch a shooting star. Man, my husband and I, we were looking at the stars the other night, and the moon last night was so beautiful. I'm a moon person, if you don't know. But yeah, so if you get a chance, go out and look at the stars. And I would say on Christmas Eve, make your Christmas wish. As it stands, like I said, good health for me, my husband, my son, my granddaughters, my Misha, good health for us, us to be healthy so we can get out here and grind and make this dream of Crave, Katrina being a New York Times bestseller. First, people got to understand the book and realize that the first two books are conversations. Is situations that people are going through, which end up being its own book. So it's just a starter. Like the first two books are starters. And that's why you end up with the third book, which is My Girls, Master and Mercedes, So the fourth book, Master and Mercedes, which leads if you could once you see the book, you'll see how thick Master and Mercedes is, and it'll get thicker because it's telling the story, you know. So the first two is to bring you in and say what you think about it. That's why I ask you questions. So if you get the book and then you like this don't make sense, or this da 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 da, because you're an idiot. You need to read it. You need to answer the questions. I don't want to say it's like homework, but I'm gonna say it's like journaling. Like, wow, this is going on in somebody's life. You know, this situation is actually going on. I actually know someone who built this thing with this person, this relationship, and he would not marry her. He would not. And for the life of me, I was like, what the? But he didn't want to get married. But this mofo went out on a Friday night with his friends, and he met this empty barb, and he in love. He did some shit, but she ain't gave him 22 years and 2 kids. Okay, so that's when you put your Mary J. Blige sunglasses on and say you're not gonna cry. I'm just gonna bust all the windows out your shit. Cause what made her so special that you would marry her and not me, and I gave you 2 kids. We built a business, and now her name is on my business. What you say, furniture moving? What the ladies? That's what I say. Don't give a man three after 3 years, 2.5, three. He don't know what he gonna do with you. All right, well, we homeboys and homegirls, we cool. But I'm gonna go on this date, and I'll let you know how it went. Let me tell you what this mofo about when I talk to you later. Cause now we're best friends. You that girlfriend, you're my bestie at this point. Because I'm not gonna sit here and invest 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and then you go out and you meet this Pop Tart, and this Pop Tart made you fall in love in a weekend when I've been dancing from you from the chandelier and taking care of your kids and washing your nasty clothes. That's what I say. Don't give a man over 3 years, honey. See what the plan is. But that should be established whether this person wants to get married or not. You know, that's why you go on dates and you have conversations and you talk about what's going on because you don't want that kind of situation, you know? So, anyway, don't be up here giving these men 10, 5, 15 years. And a prenup, it's if you get a bad enough lawyer, it's ways around a prenup. So to me, prenups are not, I don't even believe in them at this point. Because let me tell you something, them comments coming with Krave, he ain't going nowhere. You better not even try to go nowhere because I'm not gonna sign the divorce papers. You're not getting no money. You're gonna go down the hall in your new room and you're gonna lay down somewhere and watch your sports center. Do you understand me? No, there's no breaking up. I'm not dating nobody else. I'm not getting to know nobody, and I don't want to look at nobody kids, and I don't want to be no stepmommy. I ain't doing none of it. This is it right here. Okay? I don't do prenups. I don't do none of that. He ain't going away. You better go down the hall and sit down somewhere, Joe. Anyway, but just honey, just watch what you doing with your boo, with your these. Don't give these men and men too. Don't give these women years because I think I seen something on IG where the guy he proposed and everything. She was like, I don't want to be with you, but you want to live in my house and don't pay no root, no money, no rent, no nothing, and you want to bank your money up. She was working and everything, but she didn't have to pay no bills. So she's sitting there banking on her money and he paying everything. He proposed. He want a family. He want a child. He want a picket fence. He want this little small dog. And she said no. He even wanted a goldfish. And she said no. See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't sit up here and invest your time in these people. When you make your Christmas wish, if you're making a wish about a man, let's just say, I will wish for a great man that's good to his mother, a hardworking man, you know, a man that won't beat the, I mean, um, let's see, a man that loves Law and Order. That's why I messed up on my prayer for my husband because he don't watch my Law and Order. He be acting funny. FBI, CSI, I still watch CSI. It come on Ion Mystery. Did y'all know that? Child, Horatio, CSI Miami. Horatio put them sunglasses on and stand there and pose. Yes. Anyway, but watch a prayer for a man and the lady that's looking for love and a prayer for a husband, girlfriend. You need to write that prayer down, honey. Think about it. I lucked up with a good man. I have a great man, hard worker. Gotta be anyway. So yeah, but your Christmas wish, whether it's a new car, a new home, put it out there. Definitely make a wish list. I think we're entitled to 3 wishes, right? So my three wishes. I have I bought a new journal book. I didn't take the paper off. It's still on there. Okay, so I have this book because I write down everything I talk about. So I know what I'm talking about for the next morning. So I actually do my little research and I write it down. So I bought a new book because I ran out of the other book, and I think we 89 or 90 shows in. So we're gonna have once we get 100 episodes, we're gonna have a little small gathering, I guess. My team is only 4 people, honey. Husband and I, Misha, and my security. That's it. Okay, my wish: good, great health. Not good, great health. I want to be healthy. That means nothing running through this body but princess sprinkles of ice cream running through, like this healthy, glitter healthy, you know. So I've been cutting back on the gym, but I'm gonna, get back into it more like I should at first because I was going like 5 days a week. So now I'm gonna be going 3 days a week. I had to cut back a little bit because I think when I'm walking the treadmill, it bothers my knees a little bit, but it's okay. Anyway, so good health. I pray for good health. I just want to be healthy, to be able to run around with my grandchildren, harass my husband, great health. He, he needs to be here, so he can't go nowhere. So I need him to have great health and to be on the New York Times bestsellers list. Oh, can I add something else in? I think I can. I'm allowed to change my mind. Well, I'm not changing my mind about what I said, but how about mm, maybe I shouldn't share. I don't think I would share. When I turn 55, I'm getting a Porsche. Yeah, I said 55. Yeah, definitely. Um, I'm gonna wait it out. That's what I want for my 55th birthday. And the reason why I say that because I want to make it where as though I don't have a card booked. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to be on my grown woman shit. Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, and so I'm thinking, I think that's it for my Christmas wish. I do have a New Year's resolution. Like I said, I'm not going to say it right now. Ew. Good morning. How are ya? Happy, happy, happy Sunday. Fun day. We're actually about to get on the road to go to PA, believe it or not. Okay, so I should be wrapping this up. Anyway, what are you doing? I didn't wake you up, so you can't even say I woke you up. I was coming though after this live. I was gonna come right up there and harass you. I let you sleep in. You excited about that? Anyway, so yeah, make your Christmas wish. You're listening to me. Yeah, I'm coming up the steps in a minute. All the way to the top of the house. I'm coming, walking all them steps. Anyway, so make your Christmas wish. Wish for something wonderful. Like I said, I would love to be a New York Times bestseller. So that's one of my wishes. So let's pray that I get that wish. So I'm gonna go out Christmas Eve, make my wish, and pray that it comes through. And also, Master Mercedes is available. Um, Amazon Books a Million. So, but if you get it from Amazon, it comes the next day. How you like that? Hey. Anyway, so have a great Sunday. We're getting on the road to go to PA about, I guess we're leaving here at 9:30 and we'll be gone all day. Can't tell you what I'm doing, but I'm working on something. And also, I'll be in New York on Wednesday. So, anyway, husband, hit the like button. Everyone, hit the like button. Share if you care. Even if you don't, still hit the like button. I don't give a shit. Anyway, so have a happy, happy Sunday. Get you a small breakfast. Enjoy your day. Get a nice cup of coffee. Thank you for tuning in for Coffee with Crave Sunday morning. Hope you like my tree. This is the third tree. Okay, so that's the one downstairs, downstairs. Anyway, have a great, great, great Sunday. Be careful. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.